Welcome back into Song of Six Builders. I was poking around thinking about, okay, what can we do to get out of the slump that we've been in? We just need more of everything, and several things. We just need to do some importing, frankly, in order to be able to, like, really progress. I also noticed that we're still producing a bajillion clothes. I thought we had fixed that. Okay, before we lower that any less... Okay, we have one. What about second clothes? Yeah, our fulfillment could go a lot higher. Okay, let's just do it. We'll slow boat that up. That one's maybe not too bad. We're gonna need some more weaving, though, I do think. So we may need even more. That also means we may need some more fiber. I'm kind of thinking maybe we had thought about another town down here. Yeah, maybe in this area we get another town. We'll do some wood up next to the wall. This is going to be fresh water, so we can pump out of it again. And we can bring the water over to here with the purpose of extra farmland. And I think some of that farmland is going to need to be fiber. And then maybe we make just a bigger weaving industry over here. That may be in our near future. But that's not the current thought. My current thought, why don't we do some gems? They're relatively well priced. We could sell them off. Do we have to research something for jeweler? We do. Okay, costs metal bars, but otherwise not. And we do want jewelry for ourselves. What would that cost us? So a jeweler is 20 innovation. All right, I think I'm in on this. Jeweler's 20 innovation. And gem mining is 10. Let's do it. Now, yeah, I think we're just gonna put a warehouse here. So give me a standard... Give me a standard warehouse. Now, I guess the question here is... Yeah, I think it's gonna pop in right there. Yes. I also think I probably should add another janitor station. Can I fit one in here? Pause this while I'm doing this portion of it. So I would need workstation. Put on that side. And utilities. Okay, it's 30%. 20%. Yeah, let's change that. It's 40%. And an additional 10. And we can shrink the building by that much. And we'll give them some doors. I'll just give them a pass-through. Sure. Okay. And we'll let them get to work on that. Then we're going to need mines. Gem mine. Okay, so for the first one, we'll grab maybe... Oh man, it's already 50-something workers. 90-something workers. Oh goodness. Alright, we'll grab this area, because I know we're just going to need some space. So, the storage. Sure. And the auxiliary. This is what I'm afraid of. That we're not going to be able to fit enough auxiliary. There's 1, 2. All right, we're going to cover up a little bit of the mineable area, but it's just going to have to be what it is. I think that does the least damage to my mineable area for 100%. All right, do it. All right, kind of, again, a big investment, but... Okay, and then... Jeweler. let's see what this would do. All right, so if we had let's look at the workbenches first. All right, something like that maybe. 8 employees. Okay, and then that's the auxiliary, and then the storage. I mean, we may as well make it like that. All right, this is probably not going to be big enough, but just something to get us started so I can see what the workflow and resource uses look like. Go ahead and make that. All right, so we're adding a whole nother production chain here, but I'm hopeful that maybe we can A, make some money, and B, I believe that is one of our, yeah, we would like to have a little bit of jewelry. So maybe we allow the jewelry, and then the excess we can sell off. And we'll see how these clothes go. That is going up from where it was. How are we looking? So claims we're still making a whole bunch more. All right, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna click one more time there. We'll come back and review that later when we're all naked again. Yeah, I have a feeling that the janitor closet's gonna be nice. It's an awfully long walk from our other janitor closet. Still a lot of people that come through here. I'm a little surprised how many people make that cut. I wish maybe I'd left a road in here and not had to rely on that road, but I guess it is what it is. Is what it is on that one. Okay, and you, settings, just no to everything, please. All right, and for the time being, all I want in here is, I want gems. I'm just gonna put a ton of them. And I want jewelry. I highly doubt we're gonna get that many. And that's it. Nothing else for the time being. And you may have one worker for the time being. Okay, that should go in just fine. And you... we have everything we need to start building you. We just need to do it. I'm really hopeful that this is going to be something that we can actually export and make some good cash. Oops, excuse me. Embassy. Embassy is up. We have 5 people. Oh, we would like some other things. Okay, I didn't know that they wanted jewelry too. If usage is enabled, employees produce double or twice as much. Ah, okay. I mean, sure, you can use it if I've got it. And I guess sure on the cloth too. And we are employing people. Now, I think that this is going to be something I can do out here. Boost, maybe? No. Okay, it must be something in here. So, like... I was expecting there to be a improve relations button. Colleagues. Colleagues is another one. That would allow me to... we can have better trade, and we can not attack each other. So that's really what I would like. Works. Is that... oh, that's them. Okay, they have 55 soldiers. Alright, hang on a second. Does that mean you? Okay, these have less population. Maybe we chance an attack on them in the near future. Maybe I should be a little bolder on that. I don't know. I'm not certain on the military aspects. Our military is definitely not recouped from the damages we have taken, that's for sure. Alright, we definitely don't need that many. As cool as that would be to have that many people mining at the moment, let's start with like 20, please, game. Alright, what are you waiting for? You're just waiting to be done? Yeah, they're just working on it. I'm like really hopeful that we can actually make some money here. Jewels or jewelry would be fine by me. Okay, I'm seeing some get picked up and stored. 2 gems. Perfect. Alright, so gems, if I was to come into here and change this. Price is 179 from the one person I can sell them to. I'm not going to try to sell anything yet. I want to see where in the process we should do it. Okay, we got jewelers up. We need to have 8 people get employed. We're probably short on employees as usual. Let's go ahead and... Okay, where is that upgrade button? Room upgrade. I can't believe I could not find that last time. Literally right in front of my face. Alright, let's finish you off. And then I want this area to start upgrading. Which I was out of houses, basically, so that is a good thing. Now I'm out of cut stone. I think I just need to be patient. Would like to build another one of these, but that's again 24 more people. Are we getting work done? We are getting work done. Now what I would like to see is our first one be produced. That would be absolutely glorious. Okay, he went and got some some jewels. He's working. And we're still trying to sell some tools off. How's that going? That is probably like my one thing that is selling, frankly. Selling somewhat. Okay. Oh, you're killing me. They all went home for the evening. Ugh. Alright, fine. Alright, all of you are upgraded. Some of you can be upgraded. Yeah, just trying to increase the people who can be over here a little bit. Alright, also, this area. Entertainment, speaker. Sure. Plop that on in there. Oh, the stock's looking... it's nighttime, so I don't know. Being insane! Yes, please stop being insane. Something was supposed to be getting hauled down here. What could it have been? Probably pottery, if I had to guess. Okay, those are looking pretty good. Okay, not looking good is my pottery supplies. They have not finished a single one yet, just FYI. That is definitely going to take a while. You know what? I bet you it's going to get nabbed by this right off the bat. Emissary points 1, so we are getting something here. I'm just gonna let it go though. I do want this to happen. All right, so how do I use my emissary points? I thought it was gonna be here. Let's see. 180 garrison. Okay. Lurking Watcher. Strange tidings. Amphibians report being watched. Some swear they saw a huge shadow just off the coast. They are very excited and are taking every opportunity to be close to the water. Talk of the seas swallowing the land is somewhat more common than usual. Oh, well, we can only hope. We can only hope. Unfortunately for them, lost land, weirdly enough, has to be performed on land. You can't do that ritual underwater. Your guess is as good as mine as why that is the case. Support towards the Majesty. Low support increases the chance of rebellion. Okay, available envoys 1. Is this a thing? No, I think that's UI for something different. What is that? We no longer employ as many emissaries as are needed. Okay, yeah. So we have 1 point. Okay, there we go. We added our point. Some region image was sent to increase support. I guess we'll try that. I don't know if I'm using that correct. Basically, what I want to do is increase the relations because we got bullied by them. They were threatening to attack us, and I would like to just be friends, at least for the time being. We are nowhere near the point where we could attack a 180-man garrison. We are struggling to fill up what we have here. These claim to be 50, but I don't think these are actually 50 because that bar's not actually full. Yeah, 40 in training. We have 1 fully trained here. We have nobody in there. Yeah, so we got a ways to go on that. I don't know, I feel like our training is not very effective. Okay, another insane person. My fish. My fish are not making it in here, and it's driving me a little crazy. Yeah, we're definitely set that we're not grabbing anything crazy. Fetch odd resources from the ground and from production rooms. We should be good. All right, let's up this to 2 people. Maybe that will be the difference. I just don't want them sitting out here because this is rotting away faster than it otherwise would. I do see people coming up here and taking fish, which is totally fine. They're bringing it down here, so I'm fine with that. Just that's not what I'm expecting for behavior. All right, how are the stocks looking down here? Looking a little full, but not completely. All right. Guard post. Ooh. Okay. Kind of on the edges here, the shadier part of town by the mines. Makes sense. Okay, so how are we doing on our new resources? So, gems. We do have a net positive in theory. I don't know, that number seems rather off. I think what happens is you build up demand in other buildings, so you're actually not making a net because you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole, if that makes any sense. We do have paper. We do have a decent amount. Okay. I am currently storing some paper here. You're not actively using paper. I do find it so strange that the libraries don't use paper, that they want to use leather instead. And did it with the labs. Very strange to me. Okay, is paper something that I might be interested in selling a little bit of? We could drop. Export depot. He says that like it's so simple just to fit that in somewhere. I mean, weirdly enough, we could drop it up here, I suppose. This may be a temporary thing, but I will do that. Since apparently this isn't going to actively use paper. Which surprises me. It does surprise me. I was expecting to need paper there, like you're writing missives and whatnot, but I guess not. Alright, maybe paper will be our moneymaker. Okay, hey look, people want to move in, and we are above my 1800 I set, so that's something. Okay, either we need to build more homes, or we need to continue upgrading them. For the time being, I think upgrade is the answer. None of you need to be upgraded. A couple there. We're out of stone again. Okay, done. Okay. A few extra homes, but that's not going to be the numbers we want. Is it time? Is it time? It's so much work to start a new one, but it may be the moment. Okay, over here, less fertile ground. We build the city here. We have a little bit of fertile ground. And we want to stay away from that because that's where we're gonna want farming. We are gonna need a path. I may just need to accept that we're gonna have kind of a crappy spot here. Yeah, okay. I think I will. So give me roads. I hate that we're gonna kind of be wasting a little bit of water, but it kind of is what it is. All right. Let me get off that mode. I can't. Not a good mode to try to be building in. Okay, so if I was to go here, I'm probably okay with that. I kind of want the main road though to connect into the center of town, so maybe I'm not okay with that. I mean the soil. Did I change that? Get out of there. There we go. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna be trying to squish things in here, although I may end up having to do it anyways. This would kind of be my main area, so maybe let's put one more field in, and then we'll have the road down here. Yeah, let's do that. So I want literally you again. So another cotton field. There was an accident. Okay, there's always an accident. Bang. Then you're gonna need canal. Go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna plug you in yet. I may plug you in. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a 10 wide here, and we'll irrigate it from the other side and get back on pattern. We only have so much room here, so I don't want to waste a ton of space, but I also just need a road, right? Like I do need to be able to get in here somehow, so sure, do it. Yeah, I'm all right with that. We also have this road coming down. Now, again, depending on soil conditions, I think we're going to put a chunker in here because we'll have water on this side and then we'll have water on this side. Let's actually continue this closer. Oh, this is going to open up so much more fishery, although it's not ocean fishery, which is way more efficient, so we may not fiddle with that too much. We do have room for another spot up here, and that probably will be big fish. Big fish. But we may just do some local supply here just so I don't have to haul it, since we are on the water anyways. Okay, and that brings the road in. Water. Do I want to run it down the... I probably do want to run it down the road. Alright, give me one of the... No. Give me one of these. All right, no, I'm not going to want to use that. So, yeah, I think we're going to do a 20 by whatever finishes in on that. I think I'm just going to go ahead. Well, you know what? Let's put it in planning mode. I don't want to build this at the moment. Okay, so 20 by whatever that is, by 41. Oh, look at that. That's almost perfect. Just barely under 10. Soil's good. We will have the moisture. You're in. Okay. We have one little awkward spot. That's okay. Yeah, this is going to be fiber stuff. And then with this being fiber, we won't store it over here. We'll build over here. And we'll do that. Now, this wall, I'm also probably going to want to make that wall thicker. What are you under? Not gatehouse. I want walls. Fortification. All right, we're in planning mode, allegedly. I just want to remind myself that I want that and this. So I have literally no idea what the correct thickness is, but I'm putting down 4 for now. I'm not gonna build it, but just so I remind myself so I don't build on it. Also, wasn't there like a staircase or something? So we're doing stone wall, not a grand wall. Yeah, stairs are used for getting access to the top of the fortification. Should be placed adjacent to one. Okay. So I don't think I want my forest to go directly up against the wall. I think we're gonna leave a 3 wide road here. Or maybe even a 5 wide. I'm just thinking if I have to march archers or something around. And then I'll have some room in here for staircases. Yeah, so just a cleared area away from the walls. Yeah, that's just in planning mode, so leaves me plenty of space to work with there. And then up here, we're going to be looking at doing some forestry probably because we're kind of out of other areas to do wood. So again, soil, this whole area is absolutely fine. If I was going to do that, woodcutter. Probably want to stay back a little bit from the water. In fact, let's come in from the other side. So I have room for pumps and whatnot. All right, and am I going to put water there? I think the answer is yes. All right, so if we did a 20 by something in my way, of course there is. A 20 by 40. That's a big boy amount of lumber. Sure though? We are not. Soil. No, that's too good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. We're not gonna build that for sure, but I just want the space myself. Storage, sure. Oh my goodness. I can't see. All right, let's try that again. So we want a, what would this be? 20 by 50. I think those are going to go the other way. All right, so maybe that's not the way we want to do this. Let's do this the opposite fashion. Get out of there. Get me this guy. This is fiber again. Bang. Bang. We may be fitting 3 of these in here. I may adjust this road width. Okay. That's what I need to know. So there's a rumor that the lands to the east have been ravaged by a deadly disease, leaving cities in ruins and emptying villages of the living. Let's hope it doesn't reach our lands. Yeah, let's hope that. True story. All right, we're also gonna want canal connections. Doesn't need to run the whole way, and it doesn't have to go through the city. We could have it come up here, or at least a secondary road. Could be possible. Yeah, we only have so much room here. Get me... No. I need the floppy area tool for this one. Alright, one of our housing blocks. Okay, so... There's a guy all the way over here. Alright, so if we want to do road 2... 1, 2, 3. Bang. Alright, we leave 2 space between them. I mean, this is not going to be a tiny settlement, for sure. Okay, start us with that. I think we'll probably just do houses here. Depending on what the soil fertility looks like, maybe this is the spot that we do our work, weaving work. If it's high fertility, we'll do some crops, and we'll do it just down here a little bit more. All right, this is a little more crunch than I thought it was going to be. But we'll put wood in this section, so it's not going to go to waste. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Thank you. Thank you. And I guess... Okay, they are building that road. Oh, was I not in planning? I was in planning. I guess not for the road. Either way, I want that road built. Alright, we'll wait for that to happen. We're definitely going to need some pump station in here. Yeah, hopefully this will be plenty of cotton for all of our fibrous needs. And if it's too much, we may take out some of the fiber that we're growing up here and just change that to veggies. Would kind of suck that we have this section, but it is what it is. We can take that out and move it. That's not too painful. All right, do we have any more emissary points? So to tell, we have 2. So if I go to you, okay, we have 3 points. I have literally no idea if I'm helping myself here. It's allowing me to do it, but I'm kind of wondering. This sounds more like what you would do with your vassals, and not what I'm looking to do. Because that's talking about rebellion. Let's take that back. Gain currency to build your realm, gained by establishing nobles with government duties. Yeah, I'm not certain. Realm. Yeah, you're my neighbor. I would have expected it to be here. Opinion, betrayal. Opinion required plus some tariff. You already have this. You're not liked enough by the faction for this stance to be considered. A minimum opinion of 2.4. So I need to raise my opinion here. But how? Cruel, conservative, and proud. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Emissary points. We could try to assassinate him. Awesome. Well, for the time being, we're gonna flatter him. Okay, there we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now, I believe our emissary said it was gonna make 5 or 6 points. Oh, 8.6 apparently. All right, we're still dead empty. Okay, we're not actually getting any stored, but I also don't have any free workforce, so I guess it's a moot point. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of construction projects that are trying to happen. We'll let that play through. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice place. Mark my words. Man, okay, I know I'm really doing a bad job because I'm so scattered on our tech. Because it's like every recording when I sit down, I have like a different idea of like how to approach things. So it's not as unified as it probably should be. But my question is, temple. My question is temple. Where are you at? You're a service, aren't you? Burial tomb. Okay, Grand Temple. Or shrines. Man, so we're gonna have to unlock proper burial. The problem is we don't care about proper burial, so that's wasted points. And then 60 knowledge on tombs. I don't know, man. Am I missing something about this knowledge? I just don't see those numbers being like remotely possible. Now, admittedly, part of our problem is we don't have the leather we need. But I do think we've been trying to import that, haven't we? Import, that's the herbs. That's us selling stone. Maybe selling stone. Selling some furniture. Yeah, leather, here we are. Yeah, look at that. They want 599. It should be like 300. Man, that's still expensive, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That is stupid expensive. Apparently, we are full on shields. Is it bad if I tell you I don't even know who's making those? Shields. Is it wood? It was wood. For the time being, I'm just gonna change your recipe back to regular furniture. We'll let that play out. That does tell me, though, can we increase that? Okay, more people injured. All right, so you edit. All right, what if we gave you double, triple shields? Since you're my one faction, one group that's kind of sort of vaguely able to fight. I mean, training is happening. I wish there was more. 50 at a time feels right because I'm trying to use 50 in a unit at the moment. So I guess that's okay. But we also don't feel like we're making much progress there, if I'm being honest. What are you guys doing? Waiting for work. What do you mean waiting for work? Like you're heading to work or you don't have something to do? 'Cause I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. Okay, our pottery is also not keeping up with where it needs to be. Have we actually sold any of this recently? Oh man, I hate that button. Okay, pottery. Okay, so earnings plus 0. Plus 7k, minus 13. Okay, so I mean, we are buying and selling. Now, pottery. Okay, pottery's not even on here. But some other stuff is. So these are probably things that they are or are not interested in selling. Oh, nope. It's probably that. Okay. Better. Pottery. All right, so what is this? Net minus 67. Okay, so we did sell some. We're not really selling a lot of cut stone. Have a little bit of decay. I'm not really knowledgeable enough here to make a major thought. Our ore is mostly used up. And no one's tried to buy any paper yet. We go over. Did I even set that up? No, I didn't. Are we storing any paper before we get that far? We also used up all those clothes. Okay, we are storing paper. Let's give it a go. The price of paper. I'll go as. Oh my goodness. Game, you're killing me. Oh, it's because it's not the right box, Babel. Price cap. 80. I don't want it to accept less than 80. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people. What are you guys all doing? Okay, you're working. That's fine. We have 24 free homes. We got some more stone. Let's continue upgrading. No. Yeah, I have a feeling that we're definitely not having enough people in this area with all those jobs that we added, kind of rapid fire like. Okay, yeah, that road's getting worked on. I do appreciate that. Cotton construction. It's very slow, but it's happening. All right, and we do know that we're almost certainly going to want to pump here. The question is, do we bring it down the middle? The thing about bringing it down the middle is it's a lot of wasted space because it's going to be in the middle of the city, but it also gives us water for the pond. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. Water pump. All right, and I would like it as far out of the way as I can. Bang. And we'll have that road go, I guess, right up to it. Do I want to go ahead and put that in? I guess I should go ahead and put the canal in, because otherwise we're just building the road to not build the road, if that makes any sense. So we'll bring it here. I'm not going to connect it yet, just like I'm not going to connect that one yet. Although, maybe I should. All right, go ahead and connect that. I'm probably going to combine these two systems at least. Raise the number of pump workers. Okay, 37 houses seems to be holding pretty consistent. Let's raise this, so 1,830. Get those next 30 people in. Yeah, look how fast that filled up. We definitely are doing good on that aspect, at least. It's not that people are wanting to migrate away. I am so glad that I built these ponds. I'm also so sad that we don't have the bathhouses. Alright, it's probably worth my time to get the warehouse built too. Okay. Soil, what do you look like over here? Okay, you're kind of whatever. Alright, give me... Copy area. I'm going to take the warehouse and the janitor closet. Yep, just like that would be fine by me. Do it. Yeah, we'll let them build that, because this is going to have to try to stock itself, which will take an age. And then let's also activate one set of houses. And drop some of that road in here. Look at all those bums. Some places have a siesta. We have a midday skinny dip in the rain. Sure, why not? Yeah, it does feel good to get started on another town. This is number 4. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm worried about the logistics though of this. I'm very concerned about this. I don't think the style that I was trying to do has worked particularly well, but I don't know, I don't have a good answer for it. Big centralized warehouse that pulls from these ones and then they're told to pull from here, I guess would work, but it's a lot of people that are going to need to be assigned to haul. I may need to change this up. Let's actually do a little searching. This is the most interesting one because it has no local production of anything of value. Except the stone, I guess. So it does have its furniture. It doesn't have its clothes. And you are set to pull from just anywhere on the map. You sure are. Are you guys getting clothes? No. All right, let's change you from pottery, which we don't have anyways, to clothes. And you're gonna pull that, at least for now, in theory, from here. Okay, we are out of clothes, so I do need to turn some of that back on. Okay, we also have max numbers of stored swords. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, we're using up all of our slots. Okay, you don't need to store either one of those. We can pull those enough locally so we can put one more and one more. Storing tools. Do I need to store tools down here? I don't. Let's not store tools here. They should be up there. Okay, we still have no rings. We are vaguely getting a gem once in a while. Yeah, I want to increase that some more. I want to make sure that if nothing else, at least we're doing maximum jewelry production, which if nothing else is helping our embassy, although that wasn't the original purpose of that project. I have 2 more points. So I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. Opinion is plus 3.26. Now, become colleagues. Okay, we can do that now. You want me to pay you for that? You do. I am willing to pay that. Okay, now what that's gonna do, I believe, is that's gonna open up this guy. There's an army on the map. You. Diplomacy. Has to be, okay, I thought maybe we need to have some time. Maybe we need some time, but I thought because he was the neighbor of a neighbor and my neighbor is now my colleague, that was going to open up. Perhaps I have misunderstood something here. You, diplomacy. As colleagues, you'll trade at an increased discount and also pledge not to attack each other and respect each other's sovereignty. I guess maybe we need to go higher? As allies, you will trade, will be in increased discount, respect for each other's sovereignty, and also share your enemies. Armies can move freely in allied territory. Okay. Maybe I've misunderstood something there, but I thought colleague was all we needed to get to be able to have that. Also, hang on, let me back in there. Also, was I able to get into you? No. Okay, 187 garrison. So I would need at least parity if we're going to have a chance. We do not have parity. Not even remotely close. We're at like 51. I don't know, we're struggling here. I'm not sure why we're not getting through our training. Needs to train 50. Have I made the requirements too high, maybe? I'm not certain. I'm not certain. Morale. We definitely need good morale, I know that. The Falcatas, and that is what we're running, right? Yeah, we do have the Falcatas. Our armor is going to become more and more of a problem because I'm not producing any more leather and I'm not producing the plate. If I was to come in here again and look, full plate, 30 knowledge. Okay, we're almost at 30 knowledge. We could drop another knowledge building, I suppose. I think I'm going to. I'm very concerned that we're going to get attacked and not be able to defend ourselves. I'm like very concerned about this. I also don't love that position. I don't love any of these positions. Epidemic. It has come to us. The dreaded river runs. Oh no, the river runs wild, apparently. Nothing could be done versus the will of the gods. Let's hope our hospitals are well staffed. A curfew can be issued to contain it. I'm not sure how that would help. The river runs, named not only for the often occurring in towns near rivers, well, that's me. This epidemic is potentially very deadly. Victims may die of dehydration after days of diarrhea, or just wish they did. Yeah, I've been dog sick enough that, yeah. Yeah, you're kind of like, oh man, not good times. All right, well, about them hospitals, though. You ever get some of your cloth? No. You ever get some cloth? You do have cloth. Okay, that's a great sign. That is a great sign. 63 people. Infection days 2, lethality is 15%. Oh, it's skyrocketing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy, we're running, boys. Brown trouser time. Alright, please tell me you're also good. You're totally not good. Okay, what is your problem? Main egg, main veggie. Alright, I'm gonna just stipulate that. I don't think that's the problem though, because we just don't have any in here either. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you were making cloth out of leather. Okay, well that was a catch. Okay, well maybe that'll help our leather problems a little bit. That's also going to make me use up more cloth, though. Alright, what is going on here? 4 out of 4 caretakers, please. Okay, I saw that guy. What's he doing? Are you working? I don't know what you're exactly thinking. No available services. You have nearby cloth, because we just checked it. Okay, is this not the right building? Hospital? Pause me a second. Did I need the next building? Medicine, maybe? Fancy a room with exotic looking tools inspire confidence in patients. Miraculously, there actually seems to be some health benefits. I don't understand why I'm not seeing anybody come in here. Yeah, it's gonna be red now because there's no one working. Okay, there's one here. What's different about this one that this is working? Tending the patient. Yeah, he made a bed. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty obvious that he came down here and made a bed. Oh, we just crossed 200 people that are sick. Okay, well, at least that one's trying. No one's trying up here. I have literally no idea what to do. This one especially, like, there is, unless somebody nabbed it. Somebody did nab all the cloth. We had cloth. Okay, well, we're in an emergency right now. Let's shut down that tailor. And let's shut down that tailor. Okay, now we're in a positive cloth. You too. I'm shutting you down too. Let's go in. Let's go to access. Let's lower. You still have some clothes, but not as many. All right, that's a lot less cloth being used, so we can surplus this some. Because that's just not going to work. That's not going to work. Yeah, look at that. Waiting for work. You should... Somebody should be here, man. Somebody should be here. I'm just checking the graveyard. Being insane. Yeah, you do that, buddy. I'm very scratching my head why people are not going there, but they are down here. So what is it about down here that's working? Did they just have the cloth? I still have some cloth here. Yo, apparently we just have the absolute Chad doctor who's actually getting stuff done. Like, he's coming down here and actually making beds. Which are definitely getting used. Okay, well, hey, it's coming down. Or it was. You'd think if we were having the river runs that the bathroom would be a more popular place. Yeah, this place is bopping. I do notice, though, despite our conversation about cloth being the deciding factor, I noticed that everybody down here also has the opiate, assuming the opiate's that little pink dot. Just some note. Just some note. I don't see anybody else in the other places, and I don't see any opiate on the beds. The visitor seems to have departed. Some of your amoebias are nowhere to be found. They are likely lost to the waves, and the news of this has caused a brief bout of celebration. Okay, well, there you go. I think they probably went and got themselves eaten by a sea monster. 226 sick people. I noticed that there is no pink dot on any of these. I don't know. I had been convinced, and I totally agreed, that the limiting factor was cloth, but now I'm starting to wonder if it's not. You are not pulling in. You are pulling in fabric. Okay. I think we may be having some dire times here, builders. Our sick numbers are ridiculous. Our work numbers are plummeting. Luckily, we at least have a lot of food. Although it's going to be veggie harvesting time soon. That's not going to be good timing. Yeah, I want to watch these guys. Yeah, see, look at that. It's still there. It's a sad day. Sarabar, Nuxol, Saris, Master of Metal Smelters, passed away. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess it's better than the river runs. I guess that's better. All right, hey, you're promoted. Elevate. Apparently, oh, did it just auto-select somebody? Okay. Interesting. I guess that's fine, too. What's up with that wall right there? What is that? You. That should be wall. Oh, was that the damage that just happened? Like my building collapsed? Hang on a minute. I better not have any surprises when I click this. Okay, good. I was gonna say, there better not be a bunch of maintenance needs that weren't being met, because I just doubled the janitors in Stone Town. Yeah, ever since we took care of that, things have been much better. Okay, I have no explanation for what just happened there. Are you guys gonna repair that wall? We just added some extra ventilation. I've never noticed a wall like that was destroyed. I wonder if that got blown up in the attack. If I renovate you. No, it's not really doing anything. I do not know. I do not know. I feel like that should have been repaired though. Maybe this way? Yeah, okay. Well, hey, there you go. I bet you that happened in the attack, and I just didn't notice. I seem to remember they got stuck in here for a while, so that's probably when that happened. Okay, well, we're down to 86 people being sick. I guess the lethality was only 15%. But I do note, not a single person was in this hospital. Was it a cloth issue or was it an opiate issue? I think the debate has been reopened. Yeah, a lot of empty spots here. This is telling me that we don't have enough jobs up here, that they probably moved out of these homes and they moved down here because this is where the work is. Which is fine, but I don't really have any industries or anything that need to be expanded up here at the moment, so I guess we just eat that. Earnings from my inn is 39,000 and 39.2 thousand. I feel like our economy is literally this inn. How expensive were you? What was that to build more of you? I don't even remember what you were in pottery. Maybe that's a to-do. Maybe we need to add an inn to each of our cities, just one probably. It's low workers, but frankly, 39,000 is like more than I'm making from any exports. So maybe that's a way to make some money. I feel like I'm just kind of trapped at the moment. I don't have the military to attack somebody. I thought the embassy with colleague would let me trade further, but apparently that's not the case. I'm just a little bit short / not efficient enough to get ahead in anything. And we need to get ahead in things to keep people happy. So, I don't know. Looking for some suggestions on that one. Luckily, the river run seems to have mostly run its course. I'm hoping. Because that very well could have been our downfall. If that had a higher lethality, we may have spiraled right there. All right, but never let a brown river keep you down, builders. We will continue on in the next one. If you enjoyed it, as always, don't forget to leave a like. Hopefully it's earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. And as always, you can support the channel. Check out the memberships, check out the Patreon, super chat if you want to join me live, or a super thanks on a video you enjoyed. All right, sketchy times behind us, hopefully, and I will catch you in the next one, builders. Babble out.